For the past 13 years, I've done one habit every single morning. And I believe that this single habit has contributed more to my mental and physical health than most, if not all, of my other habits. And this is because I consider it my morning keystone habit. In this video, we're going to talk about what the heck a keystone habit is, how I use it in my life, and how you can use it to set yourself up for success each and every day. Let's get started. This video is sponsored by Thrive Market. Hey guys, it's Robin and welcome to the Science of Self-Care. On this channel, we talk about health science, we talk about life philosophy, and we do a whole lot of self-care experimentation. I filmed most of this video in a hopefully relaxing voiceover style. Let me know what you think of this. I am currently in Singapore, so let's go on a little walking adventure. And I want to tell you how consciously choosing my keystone habit changed my life. I first learned about the concept of a keystone habit when I was 19 while reading the book The Power of Habit by Charles Duhigg. In this book, Duhigg defines keystone habits as habits that have a disproportionate impact on other areas of our lives. The name comes from a keystone at the crown of an arch. So an arch relies on this stone to hold its form, and removing this causes the arch to collapse. This might sound a bit dramatic, but I do believe that if I were to remove my morning keystone habit, that my days would also collapse a little bit. What are some characteristics of a keystone habit? This is a habit that can influence how we see ourselves. For example, someone who starts running regularly may begin to identify as a healthy person, which can then lead them to eat better, sleep more, or reduce their smoking or drinking. So keystone habits often create a chain reaction. These are habits that spark changes in unrelated areas of our lives. For example, making our bed in the morning might actually impact our productivity for the day. It might bring on a stronger sense of well-being or self-worth. Ultimately, keystone habits help us build willpower. Exercising regularly is a classic keystone habit that's been shown to increase our overall self-discipline, not just within fitness, but with our spending, our eating, and even how we manage our own emotions. So in summary, a keystone habit influences how we see ourselves, it creates a chain reaction in other areas of our lives, and it helps us build willpower. So now that we've established the concept of a keystone habit, I want to share mine that I started doing when I was 19 when I first read this, and I haven't stopped since. And that is, for the past 13 years, every single morning, I have gone on a morning walk of at least 1 mile or 2,000 steps, approximately 20 minutes. This is before I eat breakfast, before I start my day, before I do my work. I go get my 2,000 steps, and I'll typically go outside, but not always. I really love that this specific keystone habit offers a lot of variety within structure. I can walk anywhere, I can walk in any type of shoes, I can walk in silence or with my husband, or I can walk with an audiobook. Sometimes I may even end up jumping in the ocean. The only thing I commit to is walking those 2,000 steps. And it might seem so simple and so silly, but really that's kind of the magic. There is no silver bullet to changing your life. There's no silver bullet to reaching your goals. There's no silver bullet to being healthy. It's the little practices that we implement every single day that build to something greater. I'd like to take a quick moment to talk about the sponsor of today's video, Thrive Market, and share some of my favorite healthy snacks that I love to travel with. All of the snacks in here are from Thrive Market, which is one of my favorite places to get healthy snacks, and I love shopping on Thrive because you can organize the food and the snacks and the pantry staples with specific dietary restrictions in mind. It's a membership grocery store, so you join the membership and then you can shop all of their pantry staples. They even have a price matching guarantee, so if you find something cheaper elsewhere, they will match your price. Okay, let's see what's in my travel snack pouch. Firstly, I always travel with little instant oatmeal packets. This is such a quick and easy snack or breakfast. Next, we have these chocolate IQ bars. These are awesome plant-based protein bars that I think have really good ingredients. Thrive Market has so many protein bar options. Speaking of protein, I love to travel with many sources of protein because protein is great at managing our blood sugar, keeping us full and energized. This might be kind of strange, but I really love traveling with vegetables. I really like having this little extra backup source of fiber, source of micronutrients that is super shelf stable, so I can keep these in my bag for months. Whenever I need them, I can pull them out. I am a green tea addict, and sometimes when I'm traveling, the only option in the morning is coffee, so it's great to have these in my bag in case I just want a comforting cup of green tea. If you want to shop Thrive Market's amazing selection of snacks and pantry staples that are made by high-quality, healthy brands, you can click the link below or scan this QR code. You will get 30% off your first order and a free gift worth up to $60. Now let's continue talking about keystone habits. The reason I think it's so important to have a keystone habit in your morning time, even if you're not a morning person, is that our brains are really in a fresh state when we wake up. We have something called the glymphatic system that cleanses our brain in the nighttime when we're sleeping, so we do wake up with a different mind. I don't know if this resonates, but sometimes I'll be extremely emotional or cranky or something in the evening. Then I go to bed and I wake up and it feels like that emotion is totally deleted. And that is thanks to this resetting that we do when we sleep. So with this reset fresh brain, I think it's a great opportunity to start the day on a strong note with positive momentum, showing up for ourselves, committing to something small that we tell ourselves we're gonna do. I personally love walking as a keystone habit because it checks so many boxes for me. It gets me outside in fresh air and light. It gets me moving. It's very meditative. It can be social if I want it to be, or it can be introspective or educational if I'm listening to an audiobook, or it can be a lot of fun if I'm listening to some fun music. So this simple little habit of a 20-minute walk every single day times 13 years has completely changed the way that I think of myself. I have so much trust and a sense of self-integrity that I know I will do what I say I'm going to do and that I will show up for myself each and every day. Your morning keystone habit can really be anything. It doesn't have to be 20 minutes long like mine. It can be 5 minutes of journaling, 5 minutes of meditation, of breath work. It can be 5 minutes of reading. It can be just getting outside for a few moments to get fresh air and to get some outdoor light exposure. It can be making your bed. It can be a 10-minute stretching series that you do. It can be a cold or contrast shower. It can even be a commitment to not use your phone for the first hour of your day. Whatever feels approachable every day, but it still feels like a commitment you're making, that's the perfect keystone habit. It doesn't need to be complicated. It just needs to be something you can show up to consistently, day in and day out, to build that integrity within yourself, to build that consistency muscle. This is it. It's not sexy. It's so super simple. But the difference between where we are now and where we want to be is simple action, consistently performed over time. And a keystone habit can remind us that showing up is the most important part of it all. If you're interested in joining me for the next 30 days, I'd like to invite you to commit to doing one positive habit every single morning. Maybe you already have a keystone habit that's really working for you. Stick with it. Or maybe you want to explore something new. It does not have to be a walk. It can be whatever fits into your life. Whatever feels like a nice positive habit upon which you can build your day. So for the next 30 days, in addition to my morning walk, I am going to commit to free writing for 5 minutes. I've always wanted to try this, but I have never gotten around to it, so this is my commitment. If you feel like joining this little challenge, share with us what you'll be doing down below in the comments. I'd also love to know if there are any fundamental habits that shape your morning and shape your day. I get so many interesting ideas from you guys. I love hearing about your personal experiences, your wisdoms, your routines. Please share with us. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you next time.